All right, we'll start it a little early. I don't got too much going on. Big boy, I'm finally awake for a stream. What up, homie? Glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. Let me get the chat set up, and then we'll get rolling for today. I don't got anything planned, but you never know. We could race some horses. I know we got some tournaments and shit going on today, or this whole week actually. We got tournaments. So we'll try and get in some of those. We'll try and race diamonds a little bit. What is it? Some of the horses in like these other stables just aren't good enough to compete in tournaments, is what I found. Or I have to downclass them. Like Dank Diamonds, like that horse definitely has to be downclassed to be able to compete in tournaments, because it just can't race in class 1 with the other beasts in tournaments. Andy Mack, what up, homie? What up? So I guess let's just go over some news, I guess. We had the product, not product update. We had like if it wants to load, goddamn. Let me turn on some the beats, you feel me? And we'll get rolling. Car still in the shop, guys. They on Friday they called me. So I think, yeah, I took it in on Thursday, and then you guys know I like ran home and shit and made it halfway. Had to call my mom, and then they called me on Friday. They're like, "Yo, we didn't get a look at it today. We'll look at it on Monday." I'm like, "Of course you didn't look at it." So car's still in the shop. Kept it in there over the weekend. We'll see if we get it back today. We'll see what happens. Probably gonna call them after the stream to see what's going on. But all is well. All is well, though. Let's see if it wants to give us a rundown. All right, cool. Let's go check this out a little bit. We'll kind of skip through this. I want to find the main points. So we had the NASCAR, all that stuff going on. I wasn't really too excited with the utility or the first tournament they provided. I don't know about you guys. I know some people did like the NASCAR challenge because it was just taking into account speed, right? So really anybody was viable to take home some money in that one. Like I said, I wasn't really the biggest fan of it, but it is what it is. Let's see what else they went over. I'm just talking about some of the team members. Showing, what is this? Underwater track. Looks cool. Community achievements. We got Crazy Cats 268. And then Bonnie Parker getting his truck. So, yeah, cool community updates. Cool updates. I'm seeing some people frustrated on Twitter. Well, first off, how you guys feeling? How you guys feeling about the current state of the game? Automatic, what up? Good morning or good afternoon or good night, wherever you're at. How do you guys feel about just the current state of the game right now? Are we I know it's like stagnant right now. I mean, it's mind-numbing right now. At least the way I think of the game. Like I have one of the best horses and I'm racing at the top of the top. But I'm not having fun, you know. I mean, making money is cool, but the game isn't as fun as it used to be in the current moment. I don't know what it is. Need a better class system, 100%. And then when I was looking on Twitter, let's go look. It was, who posted? I probably liked the tweet, so let's just go look. Okay, right here. So we go up, update. This is from Fitzpatrick Racing Group. Guys, go give him a follow at Fitzpatrick Fast. Update, C1 is harder than Discovery, so it looks like he's in C1 and he hasn't won a race right here. But in his Discovery, okay, so he was killing it in his Discovery, right? Second, first, second, first, second, first, third, whatever, right? Then he goes to Class 1 and he gets beaten down. Let's just read through this thread. So, sorry if I'm being a dick, but isn't this how it's supposed to work? I had to race a lot of donkeys in Discovery. Surely you would have beaten them. He's saying that because there were so many donkeys in Discovery, horses that aren't C1 horses got discovered into C1 and are now just stuck there. And I agree with Zook right here, right? Now going into when John Lee replies is when it gets interesting. Need a better class system. Scored my second win with my horse since the reboot. Hey, man, that's a nice win. You like it. I wish there was some separation between Z number and or bloodlines for Discovery and tournaments. I like that. Yeah, they need to categorize it more. I agree. So Cortez responds. He says, "This is a perfect example of why the system is very broken. If you bred a horse good enough to beat the average horse in Discovery, how is it fair that you are sent to a class where you can't even compete in free racing?" Interested in your thoughts, John Lee. So John Lee comes and replies. He says, "Yeah, saw a lot of feedback in this area, and it's sensible. Just wanted to pop in and say thanks for another useful thread. We'll be working with the team, blah, 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 fucking whatever, PR bullshit. However, I do still feel like a lot of these horses would naturally ease into their real class, so I don't quite think it's a game as game-breaking as people are making it sound. In any case, we'll announce all changes in our official channels if we decide." Now, when I read this, I don't know about you guys, but I felt like that was a massive, and somebody else said it in this thread, but it kind of showed, in my opinion, that they're very disconnected on the gamers end of the game, right? Like, him saying he doesn't quite think it's as game-breaking as people make it sound. Like, personally, I do. Like, I don't know how to argue it, but I think Kirk does a great job of responding. He says, "This is actually not true, unfortunately. Many horses simply don't lose easily. So once they get stuck in C1, they never really go lower. Happy to chat about the dynamic anytime. Blah, blah, blah. I want to see where John Lee replies. Is it a fact that 1 win out of 10 and you're in C1, C2, just trying to learn more to see if anything's broken? There's just a confluence of factors that make the system inefficient. No reward makes any horse with a downclass attempt to tank, which throws any half-ass variance horse in C1, C2 on a couple of no competition wins. 3 times points seems unnecessarily punitive going forward. This was definitely more punitive during the reset. But even now, a man variance horse gets semi-hot during a random 10 race sample and they're banished to a place they can't even escape with an insane amount of work. No need for 3 times the point anymore, in my opinion, or starting different elos. I don't know. I think, I don't know how they're going to figure it out. I do feel that there is a small disconnect from like the player and the team trying to build the system on like what we want and how the current state of the game is, but I don't know. I don't fucking know, to be honest. It was an interesting thread. I thought it was an interesting read. Like I said, there's not shit we can do, right? Strap up, put your seat buckle on, and just get ready for the ride, because that's what it's gonna be, right? We either have faith in the team or we don't, and we just go along for the journey. So I'll be here. Podium Play Monday is now live. Now the question is do I have any horses that are good enough to like actually compete in these tournaments in the current class that they're in? Because I don't want to stream. I don't want to down class on stream. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, has anybody used the Haku Marketplace yet? What is up with the Wi-Fi? Okay, maybe it's just KYH. Maybe. All right, so let's well, this is new. This is all new. All right, sales history. 6 months ago, sold to me for 1.1 ETH. Family. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it's already had all this right here. Let's go to the marketplace. You said, "Yep, it's great." What up, Kinfolk? How you doing, bro? Um, let's see if how do you get on the marketplace? Is it like is it a different site? Let's just go to the home screen. That's a clutch Haku Zed marketplace. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Cool, cool. Let's go see the price of what Genesis Finny on race right now. Only sold though, no purchases. Okay, seen it, not used it yet. Looks good. Okay, okay. Perfect timing for them, right? Like when Zed does all the shit with OpenSea, people like if we go on OpenSea right now and try and go and look at some horses. Last time, like I couldn't even look at the fucking like I couldn't even like differentiate like a Z2 legendary. Smoking Stables, what up? What up? How you doing? Same site, you just have to try to buy or sell to unlock the currency and whatnot. Makes you sign a few times and then you're good to go. All right, all right. Let's I want to go on OpenSea and compare real quick. My computer's just being dead slow today. Someone bought the Butte floor over the last day or so. For real? Okay, so yeah, going on like perfect timing for Haku, right? Because with all the shit right here with that's fucked up on OpenSea, like you can't I don't know if it's just me being dumb, but you can't look up like Z2 or Legendary or Nakamoto Bloodline or Zabo Bloodline anymore from the properties any like over here, right? So OpenSea is broken and scammy, lol. Yeah, it definitely is broken right now. So perfect time for Haku to make their move. Because honestly I don't think anybody once people probably start using this, and if OpenSea keeps on acting up like that, you'll probably just see 99% of people migrate to Haku Marketplace. All right, I want to see a Philly or a Colt. Can I? Well, let's just see how much the Phillies are going for. Philly Z7 Finny. 40. Wait, no, let's go lowest. Okay, 1.75, not bad. Now let's go. Someone said the Butte floor was swept the other day. Let's go look. So floor right now is 0.33, and let's just go look at sales. And then we'll go new. Yeah, these things have been fucking flying. 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 hour ago, 3 hours ago, 5, 15, 2 days ago. Yeah, man, some nice activity. Some nice activity. Their fees are 2%. Okay, what is OpenSea's fee? Isn't it 2% as well? Okay, so now the question is, what horses can I race today? Because if you don't have a tournament horse, like, what are you guys doing on your day-to-day in Zed? Because if you don't have a tournament horse, or if you don't have a horse that's in a classic and can compete, you're probably downclassing. If you do have a horse in a class that it can compete, you're probably racing for tournaments. And if you just have a well-rounded horse, maybe you can mix in paids and tournaments. So what is your guys' day-to-day life in Zed? Like what's your schedule looking like? Tourney and getting smoked in paids. Aye. With one horse or many horses? Like do you have some horses that can run in paids and freeze, or you only have like, okay, this horse can run in paids and then these guys run in freeze? Mundo, what up, bro? How you doing? I'm chilling, bro. Just enjoying the day. Car still in the shop. It is what it is, though. I have 2 in paids. All right, that's not bad. Who can I race today? All right, so it's the podium plate. So we need a place, which demons looks like she can do. Let's go in. Let's go and look at horseshoe and try and figure out where. So I only like to race at the playoff distances. So either 12, 18, or 24. And it looks like demons is a 2,400 meter racer. So let's go try. Let's go try. We only need 5 races, so we'll see. I have 2 in paids, 1 tourney. All right, that's a nice little stable though. 2 paid racers, 1 tourney racer. Oh, I can see right here. Is it lagging for you guys? Like the stream, is it lagging? I've been down classing most except Aqua. I usually hit the first 3 to 5 races. If it's not close, then hit paid. Oh, gotcha. Like if you're not gonna qualify for the tournament, just say fuck it and run paid. I like that. I think I do something a little bit similar. Actually, yeah, I do. I pretty much do the same thing. If I can't qualify in a free with diamonds, I'll just say I'm running page for the rest of the day. I don't even really try and run them in tournaments anymore. I put my horses in tournaments. Some have qualified, never won nothing. Ay. It's all right. It'll be that one day. That one day you'll have like 3 of them make it through, and you'll make bank. With 1, I run page and C2, and then class stabilize after wins. Other than that, just run freeze for tourney qualifications with my other horses too far in C1. Nothing to lose with them. All right, I like it. I like that you have like a stabilize as well, that you'll stabilize back into whatever class you should be in, or you'll make sure that you don't leave the current class that you're in. I like that. Like there is a lot of strategy to this game when you really think about it. It's just does the person feel comfortable putting in that amount of time? You know, I have such a short attention span that I can't sit here and down class, bro, because my mind will go off to something. I'll down class, totally forget about the race. The next thing you know, I'm fucking watching YouTube or some shit. So I just don't have the attention span for it. But I respect people that do it 100%, man, because I don't know how Arbitrage does it. Like obviously Arbitrage best racer in the game, right? Like he's raking in the most money. But if you think about it, man, he's doing some mind-numbing shit like all day, or not all day, but he's put a lot of like time into doing a lot of mind-numbing shit just to get his horses out of class 1 or get him into the class that they need to be, and then keeping them there. Like, man, that's a system in itself, because then you got to figure out how much races to stay in your class, right? And then he's got to do that for 20 horses that he has or something like that. You're still down class in that new Mac? Where are you trying to get? And where are you currently at? All right, it's the podium plate today. I guess we can try and get diamonds to qualify in the tournament. If I hadn't seen him on your stream, I would think he is a robot. 100%, man. I agree. Them guys are just running. All right, so we'll toss diamonds into some free races since paid racing is just gonna take forever to fill today. We'll get five frees in, and then we'll just run the rest of them paid. So they're trying to fill that $500. I'm gonna pass on that one. I guess I'll just run my freeze for right now. So I'll keep Zed Racer up. I'll make sure we got the little bink bink on, the little audio alert. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Boom boom. Right. Do you know who's been dominating tournaments as far as Nakamoto's and and Genesis / Legendary? I think Nakamoto Genesis dominate. I don't know. Let's go look though. We can go look at the past results and just, I guess we can just see. Nick, what up? How you doing, homie? We're all good over here, man. Just chilling, drinking some coffee. Talking some Zed, you know. Not the most fun times in Zed right now, but we make do with what we got. We'll be here for when things turn around. It's a little stagnant, if you ask me. Even though we just did have like a class jailbreak and all that stuff, I still do feel like We're not moving at the pace that we could be moving at, but I think they pick it up eventually. I don't know. What is the catalyst to changing shit and getting people to want to race in Page and getting people to want to race up into C1. I don't know what they're gonna do. I just have hope that they'll do it over time. So Mundo, who has been dominating tournaments? Let's go see. Has more Genesis 1 tournaments compared to the legendary / exclusives. Now, is there a website you can look at that? I'm pretty sure there is. Fuck. Is it Know Your Horses? No. Tournaments. All right, let's just go finals. So this is the finals for marathoners in A bracket. Z1, who's surprised there? So that's marathon. Z3, mid runners. This is all A bracket. Z2, I'd say probably anything. Is this a legendary? Okay. I'd say anything Z1 through Z3. It looks like just by the first few. Z3 again. That's a legendary. Z3 legendary. I mean, hey, look at these Z3 legendaries. I think it's been like the past 3 in a row. Zed Racer, that's what it is. That's Z1. All right, yeah, that's what it is. Now the question is, how the hell do I get there? Okay. Tournaments. Horses by. Okay, horses lifetime tournament profit. All right, cool. There you go. Wow, this is really cool. So Z1s, they've wow. Actually, Z2s have made the most money. So Z1s, 42 ETH, they're winning 33% of the time. Z2 through Z5, 39%, 39.75%. They're taking home 50 ETH. Z6 through Z10, 19 ETH. 11 through 20, 13, and 21 and up, 1.18. So Nakamoto's are winning 68% of the time. Zabo's 10%, Finney's 14, and Buterin's 6.9. I want to get the horses 6 race wins deep into the class they can run in, then it's tourney time. Alrighty. Zed Racer has the genotype and prize pool breakdown for each tournament, by the way, if you don't want to look at it. Appreciate you, Kenfolk. Zed Racer, appreciate you, Andy Mack. Let me know when John Bull hits the stud farm. Looking for a cover, man. Appreciate you. Is he in the stable? I guess I can just toss him in right now if he's open. You got 2 or 3 left. There's minimum. Cool. All right, yeah, I'll throw him in for minimum. You're about to put your racehorse into stud. John Bull, $212, 7 days. That is the Diamonds and Dank breed. I'll go pull up John Bull real quick just so you guys can take a look at him. Oh, never mind. Not Diamonds and Dank. That's Diamonds and Bonnie Parker. Excuse me. Diamonds and Bonnie Parker. Pretty cool breed. Definitely like the parent combo. John Bull, not the best racer. I mean, he's kind of left-leaning, right? Let's look at his ancestry. So Josie's hasn't raced it yet. Got a Z6 Colt. So let me know what you get, Nick. No problem, bro. No problem. Let's go back and look at Zed Racer. Netty space is done. Here we are. That was a good spaces. I enjoy that. Netty's doing. I like what Netty's doing. He's starting to step out into the public domain some more. And yeah, shout out to Netty. That was a good spaces. And especially the last one he held. He had a good last one as well. Tournaments view details. That pretty much tell you everything about where the game is at. Z2 maybe Z3 not go, or you don't have a chance. Yeah, right? Or you're just begging for like a Steph Curry or like one of those crazy horses at this level. That pretty much. You are awesome for the community, man. Yeah, no problem, Nick. I got you, dog. Falcon, what up, homie? How you doing, bro? So can we break it down? Wow, we can't click on them. So these are the top, what, 10 tournament horses. Figured it out with 7.7 ETH. That was the inaugural tournament. We got Ready, Set, Boom, 5.1 ETH, 4.7 for terms, 3.5 for hedge fund. Cool. So now I want to see just straight horses by profit. Let's see. Where am I at? I got to be... Okay, this is cap. For... Stop the cap. Okay, pause. That's cap. February 22... The top... Oh... This is not counting tournaments, right? No. This is bullshit. Because look at this. February was that was one of my best months, to be honest. It was a surprising month, to be honest, though. I did not... Diamonds came out blazing during Discovery. Once he landed in Class 1, he was just running. Yeah, so it's not 0.48. He made 1.74 this month. Turned into an L shape. I have no clue what happened. U shape is almost gone. Dude's just been running. The month of February, 26% win rate, 38% place, 42% show. 0.8 entry fees to a 1.7 profit. Zed Racer, don't be lying on my name now. I'm like right here. Don't be playing with me. I'm right here. The disrespect. But that's cool. Not a bad month. Was a good month. Cool. It has it by tournament. Zed Racer has it all. All right. Stables. Let's just check out stables by profit. My man made 7 ETH this month. Jeez. Poseidon with a nice 2.7. Pandora with 3. Pandora's a dark horse, man. They stay in the shadows, but they keep grinding. Okay, I know this is some cap. This is some grade A cap right here, because whatever. We had a good month. They don't want to give us no love. Diamond's lit right now. Yeah, man, he's on one. Right now, past 2 days, he's been kind of stinking it up. So, what is this? Whoa, we didn't flame right here? Who took our flames? Probably Y2K2K. Yep. Y2K2K, Slander, and Chromatic. I mean, hey, I don't mind losing flames to that one. Most of the time, Y2K will take our flames, but man, that was a stack raise. Z1. So, yeah, past 2 days hasn't been doing too well. If you kind of look right here, 12. So, yeah. A little compared to what he was doing, right? If we stop it right here after this win, 12, 8, 3, 12, 7, 5, 2, 10, 5, 9, and then whatever the hell he's going to get here. But if we go back a little bit, it was like second, fourth, first, ninth. Well, it's not going to show us anywhere past the 24th, but dude was hot. He just came out winning. And the $500 buy-in definitely helped out a lot. So our race should be about to run. Let's check it out. It's a free race. The John Bull pop into stud for you. All right, John Bull is in stud. I guess we can race Sioux Surf as well. I just bred this horse, but I still don't think I know where to race it at. For everybody that's in here, I truly do appreciate all you guys so much. Like, I didn't tweet out today's stream or anything like that. I haven't been doing that for like the past. I didn't tweet out last week's stream or anything. I just kind of wanted to see who would the organic people that would show up just from me going live and seeing if YouTube gave you guys notifications or whatnot. So I definitely appreciate everybody that's in here right now. Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys. So it looks like he's flamed once at. He's flaming at 16 and 14. Or he's flamed once there. So maybe he's by the looks of it, maybe at 1800 meter. I still haven't tried 24. Where you at, Giza? Notification gang, shout out 530. Blockchain, I love you, bro. I see you in the Discord all the time. Zed General, I see you big up in me. Automatic, glad you're here, man. Saw notification on YouTube. Crockett, shout out to you, my guy. Thank you guys for having notifications on. Because some days I wake up and I don't want to do this shit, man. Like, straight up, I'll wake up and just be like, because I don't have to, right? Like, I kind of get to make my own schedule now. But I don't know. I'll wake up and I'll see something positive, or I'll see somebody watching the stream. They enjoyed it, so I'll be like, you know what? I'll keep going. People like to watch it. I enjoy it once I show up, you know. It's just like working out. The thought of working out is always worse than actually going. Once you get in the gym and you get moving, you're good, but actually getting there is the hardest part. Right on. Love the content. Listening while working. Dirt Leg. Shout out to you, my guy. Live stream every weekday at 12 p.m. EST. I love it. Sweet. I love you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's see if this diamond race goes. And I remember when I was working and all the guys that were streaming around this time were, I think I'd I'd be at work at like 9 a.m. my time, and Centribus would be streaming, so I'd turn on his streams in the background, and then Know Your Horses would come on at like 12 p.m., right? So I would watch their streams, but just being at work and being able to listen to people talk Zed or all that shit definitely makes your day go by a lot faster. I know how much I enjoyed listening to streams while I was working, so I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I see your content is under gaming, video game, culture, but what you do is more educational. Yeah, I should change it. If you were to change your content, educational, tutorial, maybe revenue is more. 100%, man. I probably should. With a lot of people falling off in the YouTube Zed Run space, like I can tell that just overall views has gone down, because if YouTube is really like the recommendation thing, right? Like if somebody's watching Poseidon on YouTube, my video will show up in the recommendations. And if there's no other streamers, you know, we can't push each other's videos to each other's audience. So it's a little slow in Zed YouTube right now, but all they need to do is add a way for the average Joe to come in and make some money, and then you'll have 10,000 people fucking streaming on YouTube because they're making a decent amount of money from just playing a horse racing game. Y'all got any horses qualified for today? I do not. I'm still trying to figure out where the hell to race my horses. Like, I don't have a set tournament horse yet. That one that can make it every time. So I'm still working on that. What about you, Falcon? These streams make work go by a lot faster. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. Trust me, educational content pays more per views than any other content. I got you. I'll probably switch it after this. I'll probably do that. I need to do that. Hey, you guys go subscribe to Mundo. Mundo, he be doing all kinds of shit with music, hip hop, rap. How'd you get that like filter over your face? The one like Disney, the Disney filter. Zed YouTube will be back. Thanks for holding down the Fort Evergreen. Hey, Chateau. How could I forget? Chateau's an OG. So like if you guys want to go check out just any previous Zed videos, or like if you guys have anybody that's not into the game, like I do a lot of layer 2 on Zed Run, right? Chateau's perfect with, he just dropped all these beginner videos to where if you guys have anybody that needs to get into the game, just show them those videos, right? And it's a balance. Like that's what I'm saying about the YouTube recommendation section. Like if somebody just discovers the game and they find me, like I'm way too in depth. YouTube will probably like suggest Chateau's videos, and then if someone just discovers Zed Run off of Chateau, I'm like the layer 2 to be like, okay, now I know how to play the game. Then you can go and watch all these other people too. So shout out Chateau, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for all you've done in the community as well. But yeah, Zed YouTube will be back. We'll be back in full swing. I think. What do you want to see Zed fix the most right now, Chateau? Like, what's your number one? Like, this needs to be fixed. Snap cam link through OBS with my DSLR cam. Okay, I've got a DSLR cam. I'll have to look into that because that looked pretty cool, man. I was like, damn. Does anyone else purposely drop to B tourneys for more of a chance? Yes. Yes. If I can try it, it depends on the horse, I guess. But if I see like who I'm lined up against, and it's killers in the A bracket, I'll be like, nah, I'll drop down to B 100%. But Chateau, like, what do you think is the biggest flaw in Zed right now, keeping them from growing? Funny you say that, because that's going to be my cam when I do Zed Live content. All right, man. That shit was cool. And I was like, how the hell? But that would be cool. That would be cool. Probably just more races and race entries need to be fixed. My content is dried up because it's not very entertaining watching me enter 3 or 4 races a day and lose. 100%, man. Would you like to see the class, like, is it because that you're stuck in a higher class than you should be in? Like you're competing against horses that your horse shouldn't be racing against? But 100%, it's not entertaining. Even if you only have 3 or 4 races that you're winning, right? It's still a very minimal amount of races. I like when people could just race, and you know, you just had easy content to put out for the viewers. Anybody else having trouble getting on this morning? Just getting a gray screen. Maybe try clearing cache. I'm a Buterin barn, so I'm just not competitive. So are you waiting for like probably those Buterin only tournaments? The Buterin only tournaments, or like, I don't know, maybe they even do like bloodline only classes, right? So this is the Buterin only class. Only Buterins can race in this class. Maybe they do something like that. I mean, we can sit here and fucking like guess all day. Hopefully they do something like that, which would be cool. It opens up a lot of doors to people to where they can compete against similar stables or similar horses. But I don't know, man. They're doing a whole lot of shit right now, so I don't know. Like I've said it plenty of times before, I'm just going to be down for the ride. I'll fucking put my seatbelt on and I'll be here for the ride. I don't know where the hell we're going. I don't know how many dips are going to be there along the way. But I think we'll make it. Chateau, I know we'll make it. We'll make it. I hate that they still have gate preference and they need to juice class 1. No one is racing there, 100%. You would think they would like, I don't know. I feel like I think with too much common sense sometimes. Like common sense would say you would want to incentivize class 1 as soon as you add a discovery, right? Like, to me, that's just common sense. Like, okay, we're doing a jailbreak. We should probably add the incentives along with this jailbreak, because if we don't incentivize class 1 and we give everybody a jailbreak, we're just going to let some horses that could have stayed in class 4 that were in class 1, now they can just stay in class 4, right? Crimson Chin, for example, right? Crimson Chin was stuck in class 1 forever. Zed Run said jailbreak, and then Crimson could stay in class 4 or class 3 for however long she wants now. So I don't know. Just common sense to me was like, jailbreak, incentivize class 1. That way you incentivize people to win and to go to the top. But I don't know. I don't know if they see, Chateau, this, like, me bitching or complaining right now is like partially why I'm not gonna join like Zed's NDA thing, because I like being critical too much. And plus, like, I feel like I would end up getting kicked out of that eventually, so I'd rather just not join and be able to speak my mind instead of getting kicked out for being too critical. I don't know. But I respect all you guys that do all the meetings with Zed every week. I just couldn't sit through that. I felt like they were just going in too many places. I think that the class system is super busted still, and I get lucky in Discovery and get stuck in class 2. That's what Cortez and them were saying on Twitter. Like, a horse can win a couple times against 268s, right? Or if you just have a variance horse that can pop out a couple wins, you're going to get stuck in a class you don't deserve in, and then from there, like, how do you get out? 3 to 6 winner races, I like that. They were talking about having something like that for a long time. Yeah, custom races will be huge for stables like mine. I'm just here for the long game. Eventually, the ecosystem will be big enough that my buttes will be attractive again. Wag me, 100%, bro. Haha, if I spoke my mind, I don't think Zed would invite me to those meetings. Oh, man. Yeah, I feel you, man. That's why I was just like, you know what, I'm going to leave. Because I'm going to talk enough shit to where they're going to be like, yeah, we don't want you here anymore. So I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna join, so I can't get kicked out. We'll make it though. I agree with you. We'll make it. I think what you just said is spot on. You just gotta wait for the ecosystem to be big enough to where your horses are competitive. How long that takes, who knows, right? We'll be here. I know through all the flaws, through all the bullshit, right? All that shit. At the end of the day, they're doing $20,000 prize pools Monday through Sunday. There's money to be won at the end of the day. Through all the bullshit, through all the fuck shit, there's still money to be won, right? So, not saying that anybody in here has said this, but like when I hear people say, like games have a certain lifespan, 100%, right? But you got to also factor in, did those games have $20,000 prize pools to keep people coming back every single day? No, they didn't. Like any PS4, just regular iffy schmiffy game, right? Like you wouldn't expect it to survive 5 years because they don't have a ecosystem where people can come back and make money. With Zed Run, they do. With all their flaws, right? You can still come in and make money with no money down or with your initial investment. You go buy your initial investment horse and just free race, right? You have a chance at winning. What's the finals for what is it? So if you make it to the finals and win, you're getting $450 in the A bracket, and then you'll probably get like what, $900, $700, just free racing, right? So that lets me know that this game is gonna be around as long as they have these free race prize pools in tournaments. People are gonna race their horses just because either they have a shot at winning or they know that like they've already won a couple of them. So that's what I think will keep people around for the long run. How long they just continue to give out money, I don't know, but if you really think about it, there is a lot of flaws in the game, but that is one way to keep people around. $20,000 prize pools, no entry fee. All you got to do is free race. So if you really think about it, it's pretty good to to keep your users on the platform, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're having fun or they're super engaged with your platform. Most of us are just here to make some money. 100%. We need honest players and feedback from the top stables like you. Getting in bed with Zed might make people more hesitant to talk about real issues. 100%, right? Because then you fear, like if they have a content creator fund, right, and people are getting paid from their content creator fund, they're probably more likely to be less critical of Zed because their pockets are filled. I want them to add double up races, top 6 double money. So do I, bro. I think all that stuff is coming because if you hear the user base talking about it, like I've heard you talk about it, I've heard Starry Nights talk about it, I've heard Crimson talk about double up races, right? So give the users what they want. If the users want that, the Zed should find a way to implement that. I found out about this game through a artist from Puerto Rico that posted on his IG, and then I did my research. They need to invest more into publicity with artists, influencers, right? 100%. I think they need to get the game right first, but I 100% agree with you. Maybe down the road, like once we have, because let's say they do turn on mass marketing, right? And people are buying horses. Like they're gonna run into the same problems that we're all running into right now. Don't worry, guys. Zed isn't paying anyone. Yeah, 100%. Nobody's getting paid right now, guys. 100%. Not yet. I'm not worried about the game long term, but I'm worried that the horse's value fall before we get to the other side. They're limiting ROI for everyone at the top right now, which trickles down. I found out from Cody Co forever ago. I've heard of that name. Actually, I think I watched his videos. He did like a beginner video, and he had like a dude with glasses. 100%. That is, kinfolk. That's one thing that keeps me up at night, man. Like, man, if they fucking kill the value of diamonds, I'm gonna be so hurt, so hurt. There's so much riding on that horse for me, right? I see the upside of this game. That's why I'll never sell him. Downside is they fuck up the game and they totally devalue him, right? Either through this breeding update if they don't get it right and there's a bunch of diamonds coming out. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, but I'm with you on the fact that I'm worried that they'll kill some value over time. Now, does that matter if he can still make money? Like if the perceived value of the perceived value of your horse goes down, does it really matter if it's still an income producing asset? To me, no, right? Like if perceived value of diamonds goes down, but he's still winning money every week, I'm cool with that. But if he starts losing, and I don't know, I don't know where they could possibly fuck up at, but I'm with you on. I'm worried that they'll kill value of horses in the short term. I don't know how, but that does keep me up at night sometimes. Who's Cody Co? Let's go look it up. I think I've watched. Oh no, I haven't seen this guy. Yeah, stakes are high. Lots of people are worried about new users, but the top end is actually suffering right now too. Like Wagme and others don't want to run freeze fraternities. They kind of just have to. Yeah. Yeah. Well, because like they've made such a big investment, right? They'd if I was them, I would want to run paids because it's quick, right? You enter your paid race, and then if you win, you get paid out. Now, if you're a guy like Wagme and you have that big investment, tournaments are cool, but it's not your bread and butter because then it's way more time. Instead of just one race to one payout, it's 5 races to a possible payout, right? You run your 5 races, but there's no guarantee you make it past quarterfinals, semifinals, or finals. So there's just a lot more work that goes into it. Trying to race your horses in free tournaments if you're a guy like Wagme or Archibald or all these guys. So Yeah. He made a video making fun of crypto, then at the end mentioned Zed as being a legit project. There's no reason in the future there can't be pay race and free race tourneys. 100%. I hope we get there. I think that would be cool. Maybe like a tournament buy-in, $100 tournament buy-in, juice price pool. I like that. I like that. And see, when we get to talking about shit like this, it makes me more bullish on the game, because there's a lot of shit. Like, sometimes when I'm frustrated or like pissed off, I'm really just like tunnel vision on what I'm mad at, and I'll forget all the other aspects that they could add in the future of the game. So yeah, 100%, right? I think that would be great for the ecosystem. But we can sit here and have suggestions all day, right? It's a matter of, is Zed listening? One, two, are they actually going to implement it in a logical manner, right? I'm worried about the new player base. Getting in at the bottom is hard at the moment. Trust me, as a new stable, I love the community in the game, but not a lot of incentive to stay for new players to stay. 100% agree. I think hopefully with the breeding update, you get horses that, or people that can actually breed a decent horse. So maybe they'll want to stay around to continue to breed a horse. Like, if they give up on racing, all right, fine. Like, you don't have any race horses. But the other aspect of the game is breeding. So if people buy their first horses, right? You buy your first 2 horses. You're excited about the game. You race them. You figure out they're not racers, right? You don't have to just up and leave from that point, because there's still the breeding aspect of the game, and you can breed and try and you just retry every month. But it's yeah, it's just it's up to the user at that point if they want to stick around and continue to play the game and really just hope for that lotto hit on one of their breeds. It's all just a matter of timing. They're gonna get it right, but it's about when they get it right. 100%, man. 100%. I hope they get it right soon. That's it. This game model has to have a time played earnings, or it's has to have a time played. Oh, so like if you enter 50 races in a day, maybe they give you X amount of Zed token. So, or if you enter 10 races in a day, you get X amount of Zed token. So then you're just being rewarded for interacting with the platform. Something like that. Blockchain. I had what I have. So I had Diamonds running a 16, and then we were looking at where we're going to run Sue Surf. All right, hold up. Let's go back and check on Diamonds. See how we did in his 16. Just a way to grind. I like it. Ay. All right, he got 12th. We'll enter another race. Yeah, time in equals meager rewards. I like it. I like it like that. Where do we want to race at? Let's go in 2,000, I guess. Race at a 2,000 meter. Yeah, I think but if I sit back and take away all the frustrations, and if we look at what is coming in the future, what do we got coming down the line? We got the Zed token. What is that going to do for the ecosystem? Who fucking knows, right? Nobody. I have no clue. I have no clue what that's going to do for the ecosystem. Hopefully, like in all aspects. I don't know what it's going to do to secondary market volume. I don't know what it's going to do to race volume. I don't know what it's going to do to how much horses are being bred, right? So, and then you add in the breeding update on top of that. What happens to the game from there? So I think those are 2 big updates to where if they get those right, we could see a boost in engagement, volume on all sides of racing and breeding. like a small daily login bonus. Oh, what would be cool? Well, maybe some people would like it. Some people maybe wouldn't. If you guys have ever played like 2K, or if any of you guys have VR and you play Poker Stars on VR, you can go in. There's like a wheel. And it's like a 24-hour countdown. Now, what would be cool if Zed, like, every day, like, they had a Zed token wheel, and you spun the wheel, and it had varying prizes on the wheel, and every day you get one spin, and you could max prize, you could win a fuck ton of Zed token, or the lowest prize, you get like 20 Zed token. I don't know. That's just an idea, but that's a way to keep people coming back every day because they would just spin the wheel every day. That's one aspect of it, but that's not correlating to time on the website. I'm sure you'd probably want to see like the more people that put in the more time get rewarded more instead of just getting lucky on a wheel spin. Still can't get on Zed on mobiles, homies. Cleared all cache from my MetaMask. On mobile, you're getting a gray screen. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever got gray screen on my phone. Did you like fully close out, like exit out of the page and then just open Zed.run again and try from there? A free stud? All right, that's cool. I've had that mobile problem before. At Falcon, might need to delete/re-download MetaMask, but you'll need to log in again with your seed phrase that worked for me before. There you go. What was I gonna do? All right, I put diamonds in a free race. It was, who were we racing? We were racing demons, right? At 24. Let's go see if he actually placed. He or she, my bad. It's 2020 though. No flames, no plays. Man, that's what I'm saying. Like 55th Street, shout out to you, homie. I gotta find a horse that can actually compete in tournaments, man. That's flaming. Because all those other ones I feel like are just a waste of time. Diamonds can compete in tournaments, but it's a matter of what side of the U-shape does he want to be on that day. So let's go. I just want to go look at all the horses in this stable and really see. Like, I don't want to race them in a tournament unless I know that they'll make it to at least quarterfinals. Because I feel like if they're not even gonna make it to quarterfinals, I'm just wasting my fucking time. All right, 36% show rate. He's obviously a sprinter. It is the podium plate today. So maybe we can race in due time at 1,000. Let's just see. I think they can and should pull a lot of time reward systems used in MMOs. Same with deflationary tactics for the token. Lots of blueprints out there to follow. 100%. And that is what's cool about this game. Even though they're doing something that's never been done before, there is a lot of blueprints in a lot of things, right? Blueprints as in what you just said, Kinfolk. And then there's also blueprints in real life horse racing to keep the monster horses away from the little ones. And then if you go into poker, there's even more blueprints of like sit and goes, or like you guys were saying, like double ups or something like that. Or just a whole bunch of blueprints that they can copy off of from a whole spectrum of different games or different backgrounds that they can implement into this game. Because there's so much that this game is. It's horse racing, it's strategy, it's data analysis, it's breeding, it's studying lineages, it's a plethora of shit. It's tournament races, paid racing. And then if they add in different types of paid racing, the double ups or winner takes all, then that's a whole different dynamic to the game. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell I was just saying right there. Sometimes I talk to talk, and yeah, that's what you get. So in due time, looks like 1,000-meter racer. I think class 2. Now the question is do we find 1,000-meter in class 2? We can rock out at 14. Dallas Diamonds. Okay. In due time, there's no way this horse is in class 1. There's no way. Oh, it actually makes sense. Like I said, downclassing is, I don't know. Maybe this horse can downclass. It's just so mind-numbing for me. I just hate doing it, man. Like, I respect all you guys that downclass, because I can't. I just can't. Can't do it. It's too much. And it's too boring for me, to be honest. All right, so we'll try in due time. If she doesn't, or if he doesn't place in this race, then I'll move on to a different one. Also depends on if there's a limited supply of token, or like Fiat just print some more. That is a great point. I would like them to like to drop what the tokenomics are gonna be, so the community can like try and poke holes in it, right? I would like them to give us what their plans are and what it's gonna look like before the shit drops, so we don't have a shitstorm or a bug that we didn't see, or a flaw in the tokenomics that we didn't see pre-drop. I would like to see them drop what the tokenomics are going to be, let the community try and poke holes in it through Twitter, and if somebody does poke a hole in it, okay, work from there. If not, then everybody will feel comfortable, and the marketplace is just more bullish. But keeping it to yourself and then just dropping it when you're ready to drop it, and then that's when the community finds out about it, I don't like that. I would rather them let us see what their planned tokenomics are, and then let us try and poke holes in it. Yeah, if they mess up the token, this game is really going to suffer. 100%. 100%. So I would like to see them on Twitter be like, this is what it's going to be. We're going to drop it in 2 weeks. Poke as much holes in it, right? It's like with fucking Apple or Facebook or anything. They build a damn software, and then they hire the best hackers to try and come and break their shit, right? We want you to try and break our shit, because it's better for you to poke a hole in it or find whatever's wrong with it before we go and release it to the general audience of the whole population of the game, right? So I don't know if that's a good comparison, but that's just the way I look at it. You would want people to try and break your shit before it's released to public. You're right. They kind of got one chance to get it right. 100%. 100%. So I don't know, but I just would like to see some basics of, this is what our plans are going to be. This is what it's going to look like. Or just give us the fucking white paper. Give us the white paper of the token. There's some smart-ass people in this community that will find flaws if there is a flaw. But you want to find the flaws before that shit goes live. Because if it goes live and it has flaws, then, well, shit. They're either going to, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. But it's not going to be a good look. So, we'll see. VHS with one chance. Rip. Like, man. There's a lot riding on this. I really hope they know that. I just hope that they're not tone deaf to the community, and they really, all I want to see is them just give us a few pages of what it's going to look like, and let the smart people debate the hell out of it. And I'll sit back on the side and watch, right? Because I'm not smart enough to be able to poke holes or debate tokenomics, but I know if there is a flaw, somebody will find it. I haven't raced in 6 months. Glad to see this game is still alive. Man, that's rough. Why'd you quit racing? What was the catalyst? Good thing is they are developing with the same people who put together Matic and AVAX. Yep. They have said the token will be released in waves. The community is going to hate it. Haha. Probably won't get details until you already have the token. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Well, then at that point, it's like, shit, buckle up. Buckle up. strap in or get the hell off. It's I guess you're really gonna see who believes in the game at that point, right? Yeah, some people are gonna. I mean, you kind of see it with the breeding update. Some people are selling their horses because they don't know if their Genesis horses are gonna be passed or what. So with change brings a lot of fear, 100%. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see who sticks around. We'll see who sticks around then. If they're not gonna give us any info, because that's gonna scare off a lot of people, right? Like if you don't know the future landscape of the game and they really have one shot at it, man, there's a lot of people that'll probably sell and then come back after everything's rolled out, and then it's not as much of a risk anymore, right? They said at the end of Q1, right, for token, not much time left. Yep. Breeding update was supposed to be today. I'm fine with them taking time on the breeding update. Like, hey, don't rush that. It's the same thing with the token. Like, you guys can't fuck that up. It's interesting. Interesting times, man. There's people making livings on this game, and the game is just vastly changing, right? There's people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on horses in the ecosystem, or the way the game's played is always changing. But that's life, right? You adapt or die. So I guess we just gotta adapt to whatever system it is. We people adapted to the current system, right? Like go back a few months ago, we had odds. You could race 3 times in enter your horses in 3 races. It would run 3 hours later, and there was no fatigue, right? Some people love that system. Then we had free racing with prize pools. Some people love that. But all that shit moved on. People that were in love with the free races with prize pools aren't around anymore. Or they are if they adapted and changed their game. But some people that just stuck to that strategy, they got asked out, right? So there is millions of dollars on the line, 100%. There's a lot riding on this. A lot. And it's scary. But you got to think that they're thinking about that as well. Frosty, what up? All right. So, my boy Frosty in chat. Andy Mack is, all right, I'll be here too, Andy Mack. Diamond in hands, right? Pressure makes diamonds. You know, we'll be here. Okay, so, my boy Frosty in chat. I got his brother into this game, right? Me and his brother were buying like Z2 legendaries when they were like fucking 1.1 unraced, or like UUU floor, right? And so his brother didn't get, like, we didn't have the best racing horses, right? Well, he bred this horse for his brother, Frosty. And so first horse too, like nice U shape, right? Which I'm pretty sure it made it easier for you to stick around, Ryan. But ever since then, man, Ryan, you've been balling out, dude. You got Rockabo, and then where'd you go from there? You guys went and bought Prawn Queen, Z3 Zabo Jenny. It was unraced. Killer breeder though so far. First 2 horses, like, man, you're hitting, dog. First 2 horses bred for this horse, right? He bought it UU too, unraced, unbred. So Vanilla Bolt, great start. Looks like that's interesting. The 2 last places over here, I don't know. Killer at 22, and then let's go back to, what's the other one? It's just cool to see because, man, you guys are, every time I turn around, Ryan, you got a new horse, or you guys are moving up, upgrading the stable. Wow, this is really good right here. Flaming at 12, which is what you like to see. Damn, son. Ice Pack's looking nice. So you're actually selling Ice Pack and Vanilla Bolt, right, Ryan? Yes, Rockabo started it all. So are you selling Ice Pack and Vanilla Bolt, right? 57 races, 0.05 profit. Oh, you got Wiz as well, good horse. You got some pretty good damn horses in here, Ryan. Well diversified stable. Nice. Nice, man. Keep it up. Prawn Queen looks like a killer. Might have to breed it with diamonds one day. What else was I gonna do? I started thinking I was going to breed, then free race came out, and so did fatigue. So I bought more overpriced horses and made okay money. That and made okay money that month. Then it changed again, and now most can't win freeze. But hey, like you're saying, it could change again, and you're in the money, right? There's no way to become a winning game more organically. This game is made in a way that the rich win more than anyone else. I have 4 Z16s and I'm just sitting on them. That's a fair point. Now, I will say I wouldn't expect a Z16 to get you to organically get to the top. I will say from experience, you can get lucky as hell, right? Like and get a top-notch horse. But you got to also think, like, the way I was thinking is, and here's the reason why I went Z2 Legendary. I went Z2 Legendary because I couldn't buy a Z1 Genesis, right? Everybody knows Z1 Genesis should be the best in the game. And I couldn't buy a Z2 Genesis either, right? Nakamoto as well, those should be right alongside the Z1s. Now, I wouldn't go buy a Z16 just because, like, to me that didn't make any sense to buy a Z16 because you're going to be adding 16 numbers to whatever you breed with. And if we just go look at Zed's homepage, just from Learn, and I'm not like shitting on like your Z16s. I'm just saying it's really also about like the horses you have, right? Because if you go and buy UU Z2s through Z3s, you'll probably hit on one of them, right? It'll be a better hit than if you hit on a Z16, is what I'm trying to say. So, what am I trying to find? Okay, right here. Boom. So if we're just looking at the homepage, right? Like you're coming to look at Zed, right? If you're gonna buy a Z16, well, you're probably gonna come. It's probably gonna be a Buterin, right? So if you look at Buterin and be like, okay, their overall rares, they're rare. Their availability is very high, and this is a Genesis, right? But if their availability is very high on the Genesis, and like this is their purity and their common, I wasn't expecting anything that they breed to be able to compete with the monsters. That's why I went Z2, because in my mind, for the price point that you could buy a Z2 Legendary at, they were 1.1, now they're 0.4, right? You can buy one, right? If it's trash, like okay, like it would be trash alongside if you bought a Z16, right? But if it's good, it'll be way better than if you hit a good Z16. So that was my strategy for going Z2, and then it worked out to where I can compete against the top of the top stables. But it was just because my entry strategy and my thought process was that none of these horses were going to be champions. It was either like I only looked at Nakamoto's and I said, okay, what is the best way I can get a Nakamoto horse without breaking the bank? And it was the Z2 Legendaries. And then I was just like, okay, well, if you really think about it some more, like, okay, only Genesis can create Legendaries. Okay, well, only Z1s can create Z2s. Like, it made the most sense for the price point that the Z2 Legendaries would be hitters, right? And I have a few that aren't hitters, right? But the ones that are hitters will cover all your losses on all the ones you missed on. So I would say maybe just change up your stable. You might have to change up the stable. Maybe sell some of those Z16s and just go for one Z2 Legendary. I mean, if you can get to 0.4 ETH, you could buy a Z2 Legendary Colt, and it might be shit, or it might change your life, right? But that's the upside of a Z2. With a Z16, I don't think you're going to have any life-changing Z16s. But if you get a Z2 and it hits, I will tell you from experience, that shit will change your life, bar none. When I first started, my first horse was a Z16 for point oh nine end of August. Point oh nine. I've got a stable full of Z16. Our time is coming someday. That is very true. Once they get like either Z number or bloodline, you guys will be rocking out. What up, Ricky? So in the current system, Z16s, yeah, you probably don't have much hope. Hopefully in an updated class system to where there's either Z number only or bloodline only races or classes, then you're rolling. But if I was you, I would probably sell my Z16s and just try and move up to a Z2 legendary if I could and just take the gamble. Or you can just continue to sit on them and do nothing, right? So I would move up. I would move up if I was you. And then on the bright side of those as well, if they're not racers, you know you can breed them, right? Instead of adding 16 numbers to whatever you're breeding, you're only adding 2 numbers to whatever you're breeding, right? And especially if you go and get a filly, right? So that's why I love the Z2 legendaries. If they're not racers, you still have their parents are Z1s, right? So you still have a chance of it being a great breeder, and you're only adding 2 numbers to whatever you breed with. So just in my mind, that was just no-brainer. So it's like, all right, you got 2 shots really. You got a shot of it being a racer and a shot of it being a breeder. If it's a racer, well then you're gonna have people that want to breed with it because it's a racer. So I don't know if I'm making much sense or if I'm just talking and talk, but I just received my Z2 from Steve Brew. Oh shit, I got diamonds from Steve Brew. What's the number of the horse? Have you named it, or is it just the horse's ID number? Z3 or Z4 knock exclusive, you think they worth it? Yes, I do. I think exclusive knocks are worth it as well. Now, it depends. Is that saying, are you going to buy Z3s, or would you rather save up and buy a Z2? Now, I would say, if you can, I would save up and buy the Z2 legendary, because then you'll breed the Z3s or Z4s, right? If you get a Z2 legendary and you go and breed with a Z1 or a Z2, then you're going to make those Z4 knock exclusive. You're going to breed them, right? So then that's a good play. But yes, I do like the exclusives because you can hold them at exclusive, especially if they're fillies, right? If you have a filly exclusive Z4 and you go and breed it with a Z1, you're going to get a Z5 exclusive offspring, right? And then you can take that Z5 filly, go breed it with another Z1, you got a Z6 exclusive. You can go down the line from there, adding very minimal Z numbers and holding the bloodline at exclusive. So that's what I like about the exclusives, yes. Now it's just a matter of would I take Z4s over a Z2 legendary if I could? No. But if I couldn't afford the Z2 legendary, then yes, I would go for Z3 or Z4 knock exclusives. Z16 exclusive floor is 0.009. Need to sell great point. Yeah. So maybe wait for retirement then. Maybe wait for retirement. Agree, the Z2 is the best lotto ticket in the game. Most people lose the lottery, though. Yes, very good point. Yes, I agree. Most people will lose the lottery, yes. But, like I said, like even if you don't hit on the racing side, you still have the chance of them being breeders, and you're only adding, like that's what justified it for me. I was like, all right, I buy a Z2 legendary for 1.1. If it's not a racer, well, that fucking sucks. But I can breed it, right? And whatever I'm breeding it with, I'm only adding 2 numbers. And I can hold, if it's a legendary, my offspring will be exclusive. And then I can hold those at exclusive by continuously breeding with Genesis. So, yes. If you don't hit the lotto on the racing side, you still have a chance at hitting maybe not hitting a lotto on the breeding side, but you still have a chance at breeding something. That was just why I went Z2 leg UUU, because I was like, all right, if you don't hit the lotto on racing, like there's still like incentive to breed. I just didn't like the thought of adding anything more than 2 numbers to whatever I'm breeding with, you know? Because I feel like it would dilute it. Like if I take like I couldn't justify to myself personally breeding a Z16 with a Z1, but a Z2 legendary with a Z1, like that makes sense. What time is it? 10:14. I'm gonna go for a little bit longer. I was scared with Prawn Queen because she can't raise, but breeding saved her. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, the Prawn Queen looks like a pretty solid breeder. Which is a fun part of the game, right? It's like there's a lot of ways to justify buying a horse. You're like, all right, it's unraced, so hopefully I hit on one or the other. Either I hit on racing or breeding. If you hit on both, then well, shit, it's a win-win. But if you still hit on one of them, you're printing some good offspring every month. So good shit, man. Keep it up. What else? We didn't even really do shit today. We just sat here and talked, I guess. If I had a horse, well, paid racing is dead slow. So how many paid races did we get in today with diamonds? None. Let's see how many of them filled. Maybe the $2 filled, but none of the $10 and up filled. I will say in class 1 when they had like maybe two $2 and then the rest were like up here is when paid racing was moving. When you have too much, like you got $1, $2, $3 $2, one $5, one 126, 110, 500, 100. Like you're just gonna get most of your volume in these 3 right here, which is fine, right? Like again, if there's horses up here that can't compete up here, they probably should be racing in these. Oh, there's Vanilla Bolt. Right, so these guys make sense. But I don't know. I'm just bitching the bitch, I guess. You excited to see how Diamonds breeds after the update? Yes. I'm nervous, very nervous, like that they fuck up breeding. Because this is what's going to happen. You're going to have guys, you're going to have all the big stables. As soon as this shit drops, they're going to try and break breeding. 100% they're going to try and break it by making a Roid Rager or a Escobar. Like, just watch. All these guys that have massive stables are going to try and break breeding. So there's just going to be a mass fucking a mass amount of horses that hit the market that are just being bred. So, but that also is going to be, there's going to be a lot of horses in Discovery. There's going to be a lot of horses racing at that time. So volume definitely is going to tick up. Now, we're going to see if anybody breeds any glitch horses. And, I mean, I guess we'll see. We'll see if anybody's got glitch horses or if they find a flaw in the system or what. But, yes, I'm excited to see how Diamonds breeds, yes. I'm excited to see if he passes down his variants. I think he has some of the craziest variants in the game, alongside with his distance, or not his distance, his base ability and his variants makes him special. He's kind of like a Vanilla Bean, but a Z2 legendary, to where like his base ability is so much higher to where he can compete in the 1600 meters and almost always flame. And then the variance is just like a cherry on top. So, yes, I'm excited to see if he can pass that down. But I'm also nervous that that somebody is gonna break breeding, and we're gonna have some horses that are just like Escobar and Roid Rager. And if you weren't around for those horses, I wasn't around for those horses to see them, but I heard the stories of like back when we had odds, they were pulling like 1.0 odds and they won like 15 races in a row, right? So, and then they had to reset breeding, or they reset the whole game after that, right? So, yeah, we can't have any resets, nothing like that. So I guess, yeah, along with the excitement comes a little bit of nervousness and fear. But we'll keep on chugging along. Go for that $500. All right, let's see. 24. I don't got $500 in my account. I got like 50. I took out a lot of money this month. I invested it in some other NFTs. Took out like some money to pay some bills, and yeah, so that's what I do. Like whenever I get a nice big win, I'll chop it into thirds. 1/3 will go to the bank account. 1/3 I'll invest in NFTs, and the other third I'll keep in bankroll to race. So I guess my thing is, like, if I win a $500 race, I go down. So I'll be like, all right, I won the 500, now I'll try to win the 100. All right, I won the 100, I'll try and win the 26. All right, I won the 26, I'll win the 10, and then from there I'll try and go back up to the 500. Just so I'm not sitting here being a complete degen every time and just fucking running the 500 and then losing all the profit I made from winning one of them. So I have 2 high variance horses I have been saving my first breed. I'm so excited. See, that's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. And that's what I think is cool about the breeding update, is that you're going to get a lot of horses that were sitting on the sideline and waiting for this are going to come hit the track. They're going to hit the stud farm, and we're going to see, man. We're going to see how the shit plays out. I look back on when we were going from odds to flames, and I remember how much fear, and people were upset. People didn't like it. People were scared. You know, like, looking back, it all worked out, right? So with change, I don't know what the saying is, but with change, there's fear. People fear change 100%, but I'll stick around, man. It's so easy to forget how people, like, how scared people were heading into the Flames update and the removal of odds. So you guys got any questions or anything? I think I'm probably gonna call it a day. Not much paid racing volume going on. I don't have, like, any super consistent tournament horses, so I'm not even really going to try. I'm just going to, I don't know. I guess I should probably, I got to get a jockey club or something here going soon, because downclassing by myself and doing all that shit and running them back up, I can't. It's too mind-numbing. And then trying to do that while trying to race diamonds and run the podcast, it's hard. So I'll spin up the Discord here soon. We'll get a jockey club going here soon. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. I'll be here through the ups and downs, through the good and bad. I'll be here with diamonds. Hopefully they don't kill our value, but we will see. Can you take a look at a horse? Yes, I can. Can you take a look at, for breeding, homie? Looks like it may have a good bloodline. Has some. Yeah, what's the name of the horse? Falcon. Did they say they would reset the breeding reset dates when they release the breeding update, so all the horses will be able to breed day 1 of the update? Yeah, they did say that. Yep. Yep. Now, what I don't want to see is, I don't want to see all the horses reset on the 1st of every month. Like, I don't want on the 1st of every month every horse can breed, and then it's just a fucking mass exodus and a mass amount of bred horses hit the market. I do like how it's varied. And it's all different days. Cause I think if you put it all in one day, like, goddamn, you better not have any fuck ups with the site, or you're gonna have literally the whole population of people that are trying to breed the horses pissed off. So yeah, like, if the site goes down every 1st of the month because there's just a mass exodus to breed, like, that's not gonna be good. Someone was telling me it might be a good breeder with the update. Yeah, so you're still unbred. You're a colt. Do you have a filly you're planning to breed with this guy? LeBron. Nice name. That sounds like what's happening. All horses old enough to breed will have their dates reset. I just hope they reset it. Like, I hope they scatter the dates. I hope they don't fucking say, okay, everybody's going to reset on the 1st of each month. I just think I don't think they're going to be able to handle that volume of people trying to breed on the 1st of every month. I think that's just going to be too much, you know? And then what's the floor what's the floor of Z2 legendaries if they're all hitting the market at the same time? People are just gonna undercut, which I guess is good for the buyer, right? Like, let them undercut. You're gonna get them at a discount. So there's a lot to that. I probably don't know what I'm talking about, just talking shit again, but I'm pretty good at talking shit. No, not Philly selected yet, but I like that Jordan blood. What is an example of a good Philly to breed with? That would be dumb if they had everyone breeding on the same day. Yeah, I hope they don't. I hope they don't do that. What is a good Philly? That's a good question. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't. Let's just go look in your stable. So it's an exclusive. I would probably just take your lowest Z number and throw it on that. So you could do another Z10. Yeah, I would probably do Proxima because she's a Philly as well. So, like, really, like, there's nothing to base it off of, right? You can just be like, hey, I know I'm going to make a Z, 20? Elite? Yeah, Z20. And it'll still be a Finny compared to a Buterin. Yeah, I would do Proxima and Black Zabo. Is there a famous mare who is a beast breeder? That's a great question. I don't know, but I want to go look at terms. Oh, shit. There's a horse that bred Vanilla Bean. I forget the name of it, though. Any killers in here? Tank Engagement. Okay. Not a bad horse. If you had to sell diamonds, roughly how much would it cost to buy him? Great question. Probably like 90 ETH. And I think that's fair market value. Like, I think somebody would buy it for 90 ETH. I don't know. I wouldn't sell it for less than 100. That's 252K. 100 ETH? Yeah, something like, I don't know. Now when I'm sitting here and look at it, like, goddamn, that's a lot of money. I don't know. Looking at those numbers, I'm like, holy shit. I don't know. That makes me nervous. I don't even want to look at these numbers. I don't know. Because if that gets devalued, I'm going to be hurt, so. I don't know, man. I see the potential of this game, and if the breeding update works like it should, then I should be able to breed a killer and sell that one and then cash out from there. But we'll see. I have a hard time. It is life changing, but also it's like I don't know. Diamonds is an income producing asset, right? So would I take the one-time payment? Because like this is how I pay my bills. Like this is how I he's not streaming tomorrow because there will be a 95 ETH offer in his DMs. Oh man, that would be crazy. I don't know. Would you reinvest back into Zed heavily with some of that money? I don't know. Because then I'm playing a different game. Like, I recognize I'm very spoiled to where I have a horse that can race at any distance. But I've been told plenty of times, like, diamonds should never get past because he can race at every distance and beat the best of the best, right? So there's going to be a lot more distance specialists that's come out. There's going to be marathoners. There's going to be sprinters. And shit, there might even be more diamonds that come out. So that'll give me a comparison of what he's going for. I don't know.
This is just how I like the continuous money. Like my whole game plan in life has been passive income. So I don't know. I could sell, pay fucking taxes, which I don't want to do. You know, they're gonna tax the shit out of me. And then how much do I have from there? And then I have nothing that's I have no continuous money coming in from that point, right? So then I got to find something else to do. So I don't know. I guess as long as he's an income producing asset, I'll keep him because he makes money continuously each month, you know? But it is scary. What do you guys think of the new track terrains? I guess it gives more horses. I don't know. I don't want to see it yet before, because we can't even fill races. Like, we can't even get paid races to fill. When you can rent out diamonds for races, you'll make bank. Yes. And yes, that's what I'm thinking as well. There's so much shit that they have not unlocked in this game to where it's like, yes, I can take that one-time payment of a lot of money and walk away. But then there's no income producing asset. And then like I either got to go day trade, which I'm not skillful at. And you know, it's or I'm playing a breeding game from that point, or I'm either buying Z1s or something to breed. So I don't know, man. I'll be around. I'm gonna hold on to him. I've never seen that much fucking money in my life. So yeah, it does definitely make me nervous. But my whole thing in life has been passive income. So if diamonds can make me the passive income, I'll ride with it. Like I don't want to go back to working a 9 to 5. I love what I do right now, waking up and doing this, making money from diamonds each month to pay the bills, and doing the podcast and all that shit for fun. I don't need to wake up and clock in each month to have continuous income. So I don't know. If I sell them at that point, I'm trying to get continuous income through either breeding Z1s, studying them out, or trying to breed another diamonds. But what's the likelihood of me ever breeding another diamonds, right? So it's like, I heard the guys that own Steph Curry say this. They're like, you know, like you got a big blessing, so to just throw it away or just give it up is, I don't know, man. Like I got blessed with that. So it's like you could give it up for a lot of money, or you could stick around. Do a podcast soon. I'm down, Rick. I'm down. Once you're free, once you're out of college, for sure, man. But yeah. I think I'll keep him. I got breeding deals with terms of engagement coming up. Like I got breeding deals with a bunch of other people. So hopefully we can breed a killer, and then I can cash out a nice healthy amount to where I don't really worry about if they're going to kill the game and if diamonds is going to be devalued. But I'll be around. You think it will even out the playing field? Yes, I do think it will even out. Yeah. Seems donkeys might. Yes. Because some of them will be good rain runners. Some of them will be good mud runners, and they'll be able to dial in on their track preference and run from there. Even more, it makes it a game. It gives you even more justification of the game being a game of skill, right? You like, if one thing, we don't want the game to die, right? Like we don't want this game to be regulated as gambling and then be made illegal in every jurisdiction where online gambling is illegal. So I think them doing that to keep them as a game of skill is, I'm fine with it. If they don't need to implement it right now, I wouldn't. But like I said, I'm here for the ride. They're going to do whatever they think is best for business. It's worked out so far with flames and the removal of odds, right? Maybe not to the tune that we've wanted it to work out, but they're doing everything they can do, I guess. So yeah, I do think it's gonna spread it out some more. You're gonna get some horses that you wouldn't see racing, and yeah, that's probably it for me today, guys. I had a good ass time. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we can tomorrow's March 1st. So that was a month. So yeah, back new month next month. hopefully we'll get some sun. And yeah, man, I had a good time. I don't know what else to say. We'll make it. We'll make it through all the ups and downs, through all the bullshit. I think we're all here because we recognize that this is a very unique opportunity in front of us with this game and just this whole Web3 space. So, yeah, man, we'll make it. I think it'll take some time, but pressure makes diamonds, baby, right? So, diamonds is the name. Pressure's the game. And we'll stick it out. I think looking back on this in the future, we'll either see that this was the top, or we'll see that this was just the beginning of shit. So we'll see. I appreciate all you guys tuning in today. We'll be back tomorrow. Same old, same old. I'll try and figure out today some tournament horses. Try and figure out some distances so we can get some more races going. Hopefully we get some more paid racing volume. We can race diamonds tomorrow. And, yeah, that's it. I appreciate all you guys. As always, appreciate you for tuning in. It's your boy, Jericho LG, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.